we are. And taking care of the usual presets first. Lovely. Perfect. And I'm even getting beaten to the punch from my own moderating system. As per usual, the whole shtick of if you do decide to subscribe to me here on TikTok, you can also gain access to this lovely little SCP server. Tantalizing for members of the Chaos Insurgency, I'm sure. Alright then. But today we have quite the travels in mind. Should probably make sure all of my wares are in tip-top condition, if I'm being honest. Alright. And make sure that I'm not carrying anything too useless on me. That is the map we intend to be following. Don't truly need extra bottles on me. Nor do I need extra fishing rods. Perhaps I'll keep the one, but gods above, not exactly necessary. The tranquilizer arrows could come in handy in a pinch, I suppose. Alright. Moving these should lighten our load quite a bit for the level of travel we're going to be dealing with. I do need to organize these chests, though, don't I? I just keep opening and closing the same one, too. I suppose that'll work. Alright. And of course we'll have to stock up on food to some degree. Especially with how long we intend to be out. Hello. Phillips of a different dimension, how cute. Especially adorable, saying, "Ooh, you can't do anything to me," but, dear, your broken nose says otherwise. I'm very much capable of doing things to you. Regardless, that is not the point I'm aiming to make. Gods above, that's what I came in here for. Make use of some of the cooked meat that I never use regardless. May as well take the mutton, we have so much. And is that my second favorite D-class?
It might be.
Lovely. Oh, you walked into a room and got a broken nose, because last I checked, ripping my lab coat was the inciting incident for that. Alright. There, now we have some backup food. I suppose keeping these potions on me wouldn't be a shabby idea either. And hello, W4. Alright. That was after...
You broke it.
Oh, so you're accident prone as well. And I really don't feel that I should be getting held responsible for your clumsiness. Alright. And now we're going to make sure everything I own is in tip-top condition, because I will be leaving my homestead for quite some time.
What is on your agenda this time?
Well, you remember that villager I don't allow any of you to trade with, correct?
The mystery one?
Yes, the mystery one.
Yeah.
Well, I have a map to a woodland mansion.
I was unaware they were a thing in this version. I thought they came later.
Well, they are quite the rare little artifact. I'm surprised I even managed to get my hands on a villager that I could get one from, if I'm being quite honest with you.
Is that why you didn't want us trading with it?
Of course. I can't have either of you beating me to the punch, now can I? Ugh, gods above, is the extent of enchantments on these things causing this time to go up so greatly? Oh, I should stay in my place. Well, my place is right behind the site director, so... Oh, I do love this sword. There we are. I should be seen and not heard. You know, despite how things are with Koenig, I'd be willing to take a beating to get rid of you if you're going to keep talking to me like that. Because you know what, at the end of the day, he has covered my ass for quite a few mishaps. And you know, taking out a government official, I think is something he wouldn't want the O5 catching on to. And he'd be more than willing to cover it up and put the blame on someone else's head than his perfect little pet project. Wouldn't you agree?
Also, seen and not heard. You're watching the live stream.
Yes, you are taking up my enrichment time, so perhaps if you want me to shut the hells up, you should pick a different place to be making a request of that nature. Oh, that also reminds me, you will be quite the handy little trinket to take with me on this mission. I don't usually use you because you do scare all mobs, unfortunately, but right now, that is not something I'm against. Right. That should be good enough. Dear, try again. I don't know what you're trying to say. Put up against my will. Curiosity kills the little human. Oh, that's hilarious. I forgot that I allowed you to do that.
I've never used it before.
Well, now you've got your taste of power.
That was fun. It's only 5 minutes, though.
5 whole minutes as well. All
It's
right.
the smallest amount I'm allowed to give.
Oh, truly? You're not allowed to go smaller than that.
I don't think so. I think it's increments of 5.
Interesting. Let me
see.
I'm going to play with this. And
Oh no, my bad. That is the maximum.
I was about to say, 5 seems very large for a minimum.
Yeah, no, it's 5 seconds. 30 seconds, 1 minute, and 5 minutes.
Well, I removed the mute if you'd like to play something a little nicer than 5 minutes.
No, I think the unintentional 5 minutes is warning enough.
Well, I did unmute them.
Yeah,
All
they can
right.
consider that a warning.
Gods above. All right, then. Perhaps I should hold the map that I'm using out. Wouldn't that be smart of me? Actually, what direction am I heading? Oh, that is all the way... It's closer to Portal 1 than anything. Potentially Portal 2.
No, if you want to keep mouthing off, I can keep messing with stuff.
You
I'm having
like the ability to toy with those that are normally in higher standings than yourself, don't you?
I've never messed with it before, and this seems like a really good opportunity.
Well, I suppose you're not wrong. Alright.
Besides, it's not like fucking with the overseer. It's fine.
That is fair enough. Alright, and let's get ourselves gods above all the way over to one of my orders. Actually, the hell's am I doing? I have a set home at Portal 2 for a reason. So that got me... Ugh, that's too far off. Gods above. Alright. So now I need to head eastward and northward. Because I'm still at the bottom of the map. Well, at least it's waterbound. Don't shoot at me, it won't do anything to you anyway. And hello, yada yada, Foundation sanctioned escapades and all that.
I thought you were gonna change what you call this.
Consider it laziness. The laziness of I hold my finger on the W key until I die. And also thank you kindly, W4, for the gift. It is greatly appreciated. Again, oh, am I not allowed to look at the map as I'm sailing? Alright, fine. I guess I'll check it again next I hit land. If we have to backtrack, we have to backtrack. Although I doubt that'll be the case, given the fact that I'm looking for an entire woodland mansion. If I stumble directly across it, then gods above, I might be stupid and blind. I have spotted a ocean monument, though. Those are ever tempting until they're not. As are most things, I suppose. Fake deep and all that. Imagine if it's underwater. Well, that one's underwater. I don't think the woodland mansion would be under the sea. And also, thank you for following along for my Foundation-sanctioned escapades. My plan for today, as some of you remember, there was a certain villager that I managed to get my hands on that made a trade that I did not wish to allow anyone else to interact with. We're going to take advantage of that trade today because I have a map to a woodland mansion. That is going to be the aim of the game. Locate where it is, or at least get close enough before I decide it's time to rest. I mean, I do have experiments to run in the morning, despite how much I'd rather sleep in. You're the Deadpool of the SCP Foundation. You sound more like your vein. Alright, I'm
Also
curious.
Join the countless others that would be classified as Deadpool for the sole fact that they can't be destroyed.
Yes. I mean, I suppose I could even fit into that category to a degree. I don't have a great regeneration factor or anything, but knock me down and I'll get back up if I have the energy. So truly you aren't special is what we're getting at.
If you have the energy, you better have the energy.
Oh, trust me, with that list I have been. Gods above, I hope the director doesn't catch on. Because he will make another ocean monument. Gods above, there's so many of these things.
Are you in my neck of the woods?
I
I've
don't
got like
believe so.
I've got like 5, all in like a 1,000-block radius.
Are your X and Z coordinates both negative?
Hang on, I'm getting shot by a skeleton.
Oh, shame.
Negative. X is negative, Z is positive.
Alright, then likely not the same neck of the woods. Oh, I really should be holding this out as well. Did Mandy find your gift? Hells if I know.
What? I haven't been on in like a week.
That
What
is
gift are we referring
fair
to?
enough. Well, I've yet to be tipped off, likely assuming I'll run back and steal it, but gods above, I have my own task to deal with.
You're referring to the fact that you found my base.
Apparently he's left you 3 double chests worth of goods.
Did you leave it on? Jesus Christ.
Oh, making progress. This is also very good to note. Because if I'm starting to make my way upward on the map and I've crossed both corners, that means that this mansion is in fact within the world border. Perfect.
Where do you keep finding all these like nearly busted fishing rods?
He's fishing them up. All right. Straight east for a while, and I'll run straight into another goddamn ocean monument. Right, well, I'll make my pass back it quick. The worst part is that I do need some of that material for certain tokens. But I don't wish to deal with the occupants personally. Looks like I'm going to be in for a bit more walking. Fair enough, but it does seem that this mansion will be easier to find than I initially thought. Oh, and that'll let me potentially get my hands on something else important. Something that can't be achieved so easily. Oh, I'd better be able to get that. I'll have to abandon my portal set home when I get there. What type of flavor are you going about now? Oh, that's an interesting little village. Oh, I may as well see if they have anything worth stealing. I haven't been there yet. Oh, the book kind. Did you find something with thorns on it, perhaps? Thorns and mending are always some of the best enchantments, although mending I'd say less so, given that we all have some level of the clockworks. You do have a clockworks, don't you, Mandy?
Yes.
All right. I wasn't certain. I know I allowed you to mooch off of mine for a little bit. Nothing worth stealing over here. Ooh, Frostwalker is an interesting book. Also, Mandy, last stream we successfully brought Josie home, the half-cat. Mm-hmm. She now lives in the same little house as the young girl. They have yet to cause problems for each other, and I hope it'll remain that way. Yes, I remember you mentioning that at some point. And hello, SCP-049A. Oh, it'll be exciting when I actually see myself on both axes of this map. Ooh, that is also quite the tempting treat. And it'll give me some more TNT as well. I doubt any of you have made your way out this far. Or at least not to this specific location. Alright then. It seems relatively untouched. Oh, there's something living in here. There you are. Yes, run for the hills. Burn yourself to death. Oh, this is a grand SCP to have. There we are. And one final tap so that I get the experience. Lovely, lovely. It's a good thing as well that I intentionally emptied out most of my inventory. There we are. Alright. Oh, and someone has more books for you as well. And because I truly don't want any of these things, we may as well fill that up. Gold, spider eyes I may as well. Gunpowder can always be used. String I can sell to one of my villagers. I truly don't need the bones. Oh, an unbreaking book, not shabby. I can also sell rotten horse armor. Delightful! I love horse armor. Diamonds, a regular golden apple. I suppose I can eat that next. Right. This is quite the find, at least for usefulness. And a new saddle, as if I need any more. We'll put all of these away, since I'm unlikely to find more of them right off the bat. There we are. The rest of these can stay up here. Gods above, no. I don't need more saddles. Ugh. There we are. I did a terrible job at this, haven't I? Perfect. Now we're free. Alright. A bit back this way, and then off to the east. No, I'm going north, and I'm a fool. Gods above. Alright. I believe that's the village that I did see. Yes, it is. Lovely, lovely. Alright. And eastward. Or perhaps it's not the village I had seen before. Alright then, may as well take a quick peek if I'm over here. Hearing them run around always gives me some level of stress. Alright, I'm not seeing a blacksmith or anything of true use. Other than the villagers themselves, I suppose, but I am not taking these all the way home. Right, a touch north and then east. Oh, and we're getting some rain, it seems. Alright. Some speed potions probably wouldn't have been the worst thing to put in my pocket for this mission, but hindsight is 20/20, as they say. Not replenishing nearly as much hunger as I hoped, but that's quite alright. Oh, are you looking for something that'll involve rain? I'm not necessarily fond of getting wet like this, especially since more mobs will spawn. And hello, Dr. Kalinsky. Another? Huh. Another temple and a foundation site. This feels too good to be true in the department of things people haven't touched yet, but I suppose we'll see. Oh, this looks relatively untouched. Perhaps I am lucky. Now, are you going to stay in that corner? Or perhaps not. Alright, delightful. I suppose we'll just eat this now. Waste not, want not, yada yada, all that. Alright. Lovely. Take care of that. And all 9 in my pocket, even better. And hello, Nico. I'm doing quite all right. Today's mission is going to include us locating a woodland mansion. Ooh, 2 pieces of horse armor. Aren't they spoiling me? We do enjoy that. Oh, and an enchanted and a regular golden apple. Perhaps I wasn't kidding about the being spoiled part. There we are. Let's check around. Alright. And stow the things away that we won't either be immediately needing or won't be finding much of. Right, lovely. And another thing over and done with. There's also a foundation site right next door. I'm a tad curious, I suppose. Oh, this looks like one that I've made a home in many times. And it certainly is. No entry, please. Actually, gods above, I know there really isn't much worth stealing in here. I don't even know why I've entered. Really only... Hello, Dr. Thompson. That is quite the way to greet people. It's reminiscent of a certain O5 member.
Oh boy, what did I miss? What is
Simply Thompson paying us a visit.
Oh, delightful.
He's been better to interact with as of late. All right. We don't all have to mimic him, you know. We can take... do I really need the paper? The answer is no. Am I putting it in my pocket anyway? Yes. This almost looks too neatly organized. But if someone was here, they almost certainly would have raided that temple.
Well, if it's too neatly organized, we know you haven't touched it.
Hey, it's too neatly organized. We know you haven't touched it. I can land you in the medical department.
You could. But I'm too entertaining for you.
You can only pull the entertainment card for so long.
Well, you haven't grown tired of me yet.
Fair enough. Yes, Thompson, I'm not shocked that Director Koenig is being a pain for you after you punched him out.
Excuse me?
Yes, someone decided he was going to take a swing at him. On my behalf.
Could I just talk to him? I didn't... If I'm swinging at him, it's for my own behalf.
Yes, unfortunately, Thompson decided he was going to solve a problem with his fists.
I thought you were a doctor. What happened to do no harm?
It's to my dismay that he decided to do it.
Wait, are we saying that Koenig didn't swing back?
He wasn't expecting the hit. Thompson knocked him out.
Okay.
Gods above. It'll be handled. I sure hope it will be, because you know he's gonna take his frustrations out on by proxy. Me.
I mean... Jeez.
Yes, Mandy, what is your lovely solution to this,
Oh, there is no solution. I was just gonna... I can try and split some of that with you.
His aggression, or...
Yeah.
I don't think he'll blame you, because I was in the room when he did it. Throw his body in your cell. No. I'd much prefer the site director alive, personally.
We'll just... Could always say I put something up to it. I don't fucking know.
God's above. He's the director, Thompson. He wasn't necessarily interrupting you. He was lecturing me. just happened to get in the way of what you were saying. I don't care what part of what part of him you intend to take. I'd like him in one piece, because also if he's going to be put on some extended level of recovery, I might get stored away for him to play with later.
So, if you're willing to take a swing at the director, how much I gotta pay you to take a swing at an 05? All of you, sit the fuck down. Good God.
Oh, I've made it onto the map. I see the forest that's going to have my mansion.
My department, You've been swung at. You haven't done the swinging. Oh, you can't say something like that in front of me. My department, my rules. Oh, God. I want to be a menace.
Oh, gods above, please. There we are.
Everyone needs to be.
This is a lovely little spawn point for one of these. Oh, beautifully put. I'd like to own you. I cannot afford to own you.
I am oh, God. A fucking person in a lab coat unintentionally flung down a challenge.
Oh, gods above. I can at least scrounge together a few claim blocks.
What do you mean? Klinsky. Thompson said, my department, my rules. Everyone needs to be humbled. So I'm free to fuck around. Got it!
Thompson, I don't think that's the route Mandy was going with it.
How the fuck did you get out here? Get your ass back inside. It's raining.
I can
Come on.
store these for the time being.
The rest of you, get your asses off the chest.
Having trouble with your kitty cats?
I got pelted by a skeleton outside my barn and all of them fucking leapt to the rescue.
I see.
I don't know what cats were gonna do.
Kalinsky, you might not be a part of his foundation, but you're going to end up in it at some point. He's the head of medical. And with how much you work in chemical warfare, you've probably had a few backfires. Which means you've had to pay Dr. Thompson a visit. Precisely. Alright, now which direction would I like? Bitch, I don't know your lore! Y'all don't tell me jack shit, and I don't tell you jack shit. You know nothing about Hothas. Mandy knows a shit ton about Hothas, and so does Thompson, because they got the character file.
Fuck yeah, I do.
That was taken a little too far back. Okay, 2 more out. Ouch, ouch, my bones. Alright, yeah, 1 more than that, even. I don't like having to shrink my own claim.
Dashy. Dashy, what are you doing right now?
Oh, what's W4 doing to you?
Nothing.
Just standing there, menacingly?
No, I'm trying to figure out how much of a menace one can be.
Oh, gods above. And dear, as to how I guessed that, it's not much of a reach. You work in a dangerous department. Your ass is going to get hurt at some point to a degree that will require medical attention. It's a bit of a no-brainer. Alright, we can shrink this down to here. I'd like to have at least 1,000 claim blocks to play with for that mansion. Again, I hate how much I'm having to shrink my own claim. Well, what did you expect? Shut the hells up. Everything I own is still within the bounds.
Doesn't mean it wouldn't be annoying.
It would be annoying, but W4 also knows that I kill people who do that to my land. Accidentally or intentionally.
Why do you think I'm delegating it to them?
You know, Mandy, I'm more than willing to shoot the messenger.
Rude. I have done nothing wrong.
You're bribing them to cause damage to the area surrounding my property. I think you're doing something wrong.
I am suggesting because they offered to do it for free.
God's bum. Also, Kalinsky is saying I shouldn't trust you as far as I can throw you. I'm stronger than the average human, you know, but throwing an entire person. But Mandy and I do have a mutual understanding of things.
Hothis trusts me more than they trust you, bitch.
That is correct. All right. Now the game of just how much of this I can get. You trust about 3 people. Congratulations. I don't give a shit.
Mine is fluctuating.
Fair enough. Let's see if I can at least get to here. Of course I can't. Alright, that's a start, I suppose. I'd like to keep this place intact. It wouldn't be a bad place to have a second base of operations. You know, the apparitions of one's own mind are beings that you should rarely trust, Pat. And also, I don't know why you trust Phillips. They're a tad incompetent. But then again, most people within the Foundation are, so who am I to judge? And hello, welcome in. Foundation sanctioned escapades, all of that, yada yada. There, now you're a bit easier to enter, aren't you? Lovely. I suppose I should be going in this ready for a fight, but I'm also keen on exploring. And I know that there tend to be at least some hidden rooms in this place.
Because, Kalinsky, let me let you in on a little secret. Hothus doesn't do it for no reason. You must trade for a trade. Favor for a
Yes.
favor.
That is how it works. Oh, gods above, why didn't my arrow fire? I almost made quite a mess of this place.
So this,
Well, maybe you should have thought about that first.
try being stuck in an office with him for like 3 days.
But yes, if I'm doing favors for you, it's because I want to get something out of you. So keep that in mind.
That is where mine and your relationship started.
That is correct. So ask, no. I will force you to feel accountable to me. Because feeling that you owe me is a great motivator. Yes, you've offered several times, but if you do things for me, rather than me doing things for you, then you become entitled to favors from me, and I don't want to be held accountable to you. I don't wish to owe you anything. I like it when people owe me things, dear. So I'm not going to be asking you. They must all be upstairs at this rate. Maybe behind this one. Eyes open, I suppose.
Well, as entertaining as this conversation appears to be headed, I have a test to do.
Quite alright. I know the feeling. Take care, Mandy. Alright, just the lot of us now, I suppose. Another one of these efficiency axes that I don't need and can't even break down for parts. It's more so the mobs here that I'm after. You. Actually, while I have the time, we may as well take advantage of some of these. Interesting. I'm quite sure that you have a block of lapis in your head. Alright. Let's look for this. I mean, goes above, I can make as much lapis as I please, but perhaps I'm a tad greedy. Alright. Put some of this junk away. Make sure I at least have space for things I'd actually want. Oh, there we are. I suppose I'm ready to swing. Room of chests. Quite sure this will be effectively empty. Oh, that's a great shot on my end. Oh, you are coming in quickly. Oh, emeralds I can get from you. Alright, well, may as well check every single one of these. I suppose if I intend to set up residency in here, this won't be a bad storage place later down the line. I do have a way to get directly here. I truly do not believe there's going to be anything in any of these chests, but I know, to the gods above and the hells below, that if I don't check every single one, there's going to have been something magical that I've completely missed. It'll then be free game for anyone else, and we simply can't be having that. I wonder why this last one is built so ugly. Alright. Oh, a pumpkin farm. Interesting. Pumpkins and melons. Those are things that some of my villagers trade for. Another one of these mushroom farms. May as well. I suppose we'll have to be going upstairs at this rate. Alright. It has to be upstairs. Though it does almost sound like there's some more secret rooms on this side somewhere. Oh, come along, dear. Lovely. There's one specific item that I'm really hoping to obtain from this. A totem. Because there are certain... There's certain SCP tokens that require them. Right. Lovely. Oh, not completely taken care of. Alright. No, 682 does not require a totem. 682 is relatively cheap to make, actually. Mandy's already spawned him in. Luckily, Mandy hasn't let him run havoc, I hope. Right, you're taken care of. Of course, there's more of you. You're who I'm after. Good, good. Ooh! Right then, will this work on you? Yes, it will. Thank the God. Oh, kind of. Kind of, sort of, not really. Oh, gods above, gods above. Alright then. That was quite close, uncomfortably so. Alright, I want to get to the other side. Alright, all of you lot, leave me be. I need to get myself back in here. Oh, another one of you. Lovely. That'll be more desirable. Oh, gods above, I picked the wrong place. Alright. We'll get back inside and we'll take care of that a bit more carefully than running in nearly so gung-ho as I did. Is slash top a cheap way to get out of a predicament? Yes. Was I one hit away from death? Also yes. So honestly, the odds of me actually making that hit were a tad low. There we are. You deal far more damage than you should be allowed. You also have a much easier time avoiding me than most others. Right, note to self. Do try and prevent them from even seeing you. Perhaps keep your bow drawn. I could honestly be stupid aiming down there. I might not even be seeing one of them. Not hearing anything. Alright. Let's not allow that same problem to happen a second time. Well, I do see one of you all the way down there. I wasn't stupid for thinking I did. Lovely. Alright. Oh, that's not going to be good. Alright. You didn't drop what I'm after, did you? I have to take you on head first, like a brave boy. Is that why I'm only getting... No, I am getting them. Good, good. Quite certain I'd killed one of you in here. Yes, I did. Lovely. I cannot be losing these. Alright. Yes, I've drank water today. Right. Hands above. I hate how skittish that little encounter has made me. But I suppose being skittish keeps one alive. Especially since I can, in fact, hear some of them. Alright. That's fine. Right, it must be this last one then that has more of them. Fortunately, it sounds like there's some on both sides, which I don't enjoy the thought of. Because that'll certainly leave me open to an attack from behind. Alright. This room is safe, which means it has to be this one. There we are. Okay, come along. There we are. Lovely. Perfect. No one else in here. Good. Although I do have the impression there's some hidden rooms upstairs. That will have to be dealt with later. Alright. It almost sounds as though they're on the roof. That can't be possible. They must just simply be locked in places I can't truly see. Alright. Well, now to scope out the other side. And put back this piece of carpet I accidentally kicked up as well, I suppose. Put away some other garbage. Well, the emeralds aren't necessarily garbage, and I will be able to get a hold of more of them. Not hearing any of them over here, but you never know what mobs could be lurking in a place. Alright. Guess there have to have simply been some more rooms that I've yet to see. Alright, not seeing anything in here. Good. Interesting banner choice. I do hate the turning of corners like this. Whatever the hell is going on there as well. Right. Oh, odd. I didn't know there was a third floor in any of these places. We'll have to come back for that. I'd like to scope out the rest of this floor first. Not hearing any of them once more. Alright. Up these stairs we go, I suppose. Perhaps I wasn't wrong about it sounding like they were upstairs. Yes, that certainly sounds correct. Huh. Odd little pit trap to have. Right, safe enough. Now there's a skeleton over there. At least weaken them. Right, safe here. Oh, there we are. Oh, gods above, get rid of him before he does anything terrible. I cross my fingers I got him out of here in time. That's unfair. I certainly hit you first. Lovely. Alright, back up here. Am I cheating by this? I suppose, but it's not my fault that I'm better equipped than they are. Lovely. Right, no one else in here. Gods above, I want that totem, but I also do not wish for imminent death. You can go away. I'll at least lower you out of the woodworks. Gods above. Good, you didn't even see me. Ideal. Yes, that's what we like to hear. Nice, quick death. Not causing me any problems. Yeah, you won't be causing me issues either, dear. Put that away. I believe that at this point I am the only one on the server who has any totems. There we are, you're taken care of. Chicken statue, there might be something inside of you, but I don't care that much right now. More interested in keeping my ears open for threats. There we are. Yes, don't even turn around to look to see who's assaulting you. Oh, and that one even dropped his axe. I mean, technically you can domesticate one of them by allowing them to run off the durability of their axe. Then they can't do anything else. But there we are. 3 whole totems right in my ender chest. And truly a lovely little woodland mansion. It's in quite the nice space, wouldn't you say? Is this area simply just an empty space? Oddly set as well. Feels as though I'm not even supposed to be peeking in there. Well, these areas are known to have hidden spaces and all. I suppose it's not far-fetched. Alright then. We'll work towards claiming more of this as time goes on. Even so, my little claim is absolutely a sign that someone has beaten others to it. Alright. Now, I am interested to see what tokens require totems. Alright. You. What is 6? Alright, the Fountain of Youth. Ooh. I might have to experiment with that in single player to see how that spawns in. Because that sounds like something I'd like to have claimed. That is within the gods above realm of possibility. I wonder if there are any others that I can use with totems. Alright, not seeing much of interest yet. No wars are breaking out anytime soon. I mean, it's always a possibility, but it doesn't have to be that way. Ugh, flamingos, gods above. Is there truly nothing else that require totems? Interesting. So that is by far the most difficult token to obtain. Alright then, 4 buckets of water, a totem, and 4 grass blocks. I can do that. Ooh, these axes, on the other hand, I can also repair and melt down, unlike, efficiency ones, or whatever the hells they had. And what SCP would that be? Ugh, gods above, you take forever when I don't want you to. Here, do you want this? No, you tilt your head like you do, but you won't take it. Unfortunately, that name doesn't ring a bell right now. Right, there we are. Alright. Well, let's go to putting some of this stuff away. Running out of space for these sorts of things. I would prefer you to not be in here. Alright. You found a wild 049. The hells do you mean? I didn't realize he could spawn in the wild. You're going to have to take some screenshots of that one, dear. Right, there we are. I haven't done anything with that nether star yet. I've simply stashed it away. I believe I stashed it away inside, actually. Gods above, insinuating that my father, with my father, would give me a mother is an interesting case to make, but... What? Speaking of my father, where is he? Dad? Oh, there he is. Gods above. I was worried for a moment. Out of character 049A's account got banned, and we have no idea why. I gave her some information on how to possibly, like, appeal it and get the account back, and I think she's, put an email out. W4, I hope you know this means next time I see you on my property, it is on site. Gods above. But yeah, running from a backup account now. It's sad that, like, that shit happened to him. Yes, big hole. Just like the one I'm going to rip in your asshole next time I see you. I'm going to ensure that you will never need to Actually, you know what? I was going to go somewhere with this, but they'd have to be very good books, W4. You know my opinions on you doing this to my yard. Gods above. We don't need to be making a point here, dear. Well, you see, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind and all of that. Not to mention I don't know where he lives. He dipped base ever since multiple people learned where he lived. Which, honestly, is a bit of a coward move. Alright. And I'm going to have to grab even more dirt for this. Gods above. Actually, I should keep the string. One of my villagers trades for it. Move. By technicality, as of now, nothing is stopping you. But when you start, the second I find you annoying, which will happen very soon, I will force you to shut the hells up. Let me see what you had mentioned. W4, you're going to have to try again with whatever the hells you just tried to say there. And Kalinsky is correct on the Minecraft version type. Oh, would you look at that? I've already grown annoyed. Anyways... continuing this, unfortunately. This is also far too perfect of a squared off corner. Oh, so we're undeterred, are we? How cute. Again, oh, God's above. Actually, I need these. Anywho. Alright, fine. Now for the missions of getting these back and forth. And again, dear, the issue with TNT cannons is that TNT will not work on someone's claim. Even if you launch it, the explosion won't deal any damage. Less protection, efficiency. Protection and frostwalking. Oh, so just pummel a ditch around it. Also, again, I don't know where their base is. So yet another issue there. Yes, the base that I don't know the location of, Pat. A bit of a problem. Right. Lovely. These are used, so the rest can go here. Oh, so you had more than one reason to flee like a coward. If you insist. Who knows, perhaps at one point I'll pack up everything and leave. You never know. Fire protection, depth strider. Attack, lure, unbreaking. Look at the same thing. Orthopons, sharpness, fire aspect, efficiency, lovely. Rest of you go in here. Suppose we can fit one more. Oh, gods above, what have you done at your base? Now I must admit I'm concerned. Because I'd wandered around your base. And I believe Mandy has as well, and we hadn't discovered anything that you had done or unleashed. The rest of these will simply have to go in here. Alright. Gods above, which one? You're being ever so vague. Oh, you released 096? Oh, gods above. That would have been good information to know, personally. Perhaps dealing with him will be next on my roster. Although in the same breath, I have no reason to visit your base ever again. And even less reason knowing that. Yes, alright. Noted. Why did you let him out to begin with? He's well contained when you spawn him in. Oh, hello. Apologies, but not really. Oh, this is going to be a tad more difficult since my fire won't do anything. You want him in your shame pit? You know he breaks blocks, correct? Are you stuck? This is a bit tragic, isn't it? No, you're not stuck. You're simply taking it. And too late to change your mind now. Alright. Lovely. Klinsky says there are several things he'd like to say to you, but due to stream guidelines, he can't. Oh, gods above, what is this something interesting you found? There we are. We're going to hold on to that. Go on, Kalinsky, you may as well spit it out. A super big site. Interesting. Also interesting that you did say you saw a wild 049. Was it one just wandering the world, or... I'm curious. Because I've never seen one just out and about. Suppose we should check in on Josie and the young girl. W4 apparently would release him. Well, take plenty of screenshots, dear. Share with the class. Oh, Josie and the young girl are still here. Are you guys scared of this? Oh, you've actually dealt damage to me that time. That was a tad painful. Are you more aggressive? Do you deal the damage that said weapon someone is holding would deal? Alright, go on. Let's see if that theory holds true. Oh, gods above, it is! That's how this functions. Interesting. Alright then, duly noted. Also, gods above, my sword does a hell of a lot of damage. I know that the two are considered friends, but gods above, I don't know if that translates over to this. Perhaps we can run an experiment like that far away and with a different young girl. But yes, as I said, W4, make sure to document this little adventure you're having. I'm quite curious. But for now, I think that will be the end of this for me. Because I'd like to test how the Fountain of Youth spawns in single player to make plans for the future of how I'll use mine. But regardless, good night, Foundation personnel. Take care and all of that, if I must wish you well. But yes, that's all I have for you tonight.